So for task 4, I've asked you to create a short video of less than 5 minutes using Jing of any slide or slides in your PowerPoint multimedia slide presentation, and discuss on the video how you used or demonstrated an effective use of the contiguity, coherence, and/or redundancy principles. So what are you going to do? You're going to create a video recording using Jing. What do you do first? Well, first you go find that icon at the top of your screen, the Jing icon, and you choose Capture. Once you click on Capture, you're going to see your access. Once you have your access on your screen, you're going to find your starting point. I always like to start in the top left-hand corner. Makes it easier. I think it's most natural for everyone. So I click down and I drag to the right and create a square or a TV monitor. And when I like what I've done, I let go. And again, I get that menu down here at the bottom of the screen on the left-hand side. Capture image or capture video. What are we going to do? We're going to capture a video. So once I click on this icon, capture video, it's going to say mic 3, 2, 1, and that's my countdown to begin talking. And my video recording will begin once it goes from 3, 2, 1. So here we go. We click on capture video. Okay, so this is a multimedia slide presentation that I created, and this is on Steve Prefontaine. He's actually one of my heroes. And you see that we have text and 2 images or 2 graphics. The text says Steve Prefontaine, America's greatest distance runner, and here's a picture of him running at the University of Oregon. This is probably 1972 or so, and this is a close-up picture of Steve Prefontaine. Now this slide demonstrates use of the contiguity principle that states related text, Steve Prefontaine, America's greatest distance runner, and graphics, related text and graphics should be placed close to one another, and you see they are. Another principle, the redundancy principle, states that if you have audio narration, and I do down here, this little sound bar, I click on this and I've recorded some sound on my PowerPoint presentation, just like you've done before. The redundancy principle states that if you have on-screen text and graphics and audio narration, and the audio narration duplicates or is the same as the on-screen text, well, that's redundant. You either have on-screen text with graphics, the on-screen text relating to the graphics, describing the graphics, or you have narration speaking about the graphics, but you don't have narration, graphics, and narration saying the same thing that you see written on the screen. So that was a long explanation. Hopefully you can replay that if you need to. Okay, so I'm going to play this sound bar here and just give you a little bit of history on Steve Prefontaine and an example of the redundancy principle.
PowerPoint presentation is about Steve Prefontaine, who was a middle and long distance runner in the late 1960s and early 1970s when he ran for the legendary coach and Nike founder Bill Bowerman at the University of Oregon. Came in 4th at the 1972 Olympics in the 10,000 meters. Unfortunately, in 1975, at the age of 24, Steve died in a single car accident in Eugene, Oregon. And once I've done that, I can click stop.
Okay, so that's an audio narration for this slide. Now, once I'm done, I'm going to click on stop. Okay, so I've talked about my multimedia slide presentation. I've talked about the relation of what's on the slide and the contiguity, coherence, or redundancy principles. You can choose one or two or all of them, whatever you want to do. Once I'm done recording, I'm just going to click on stop right here. And now uh, Jing has created a screencast, a video recording. And I can play this by clicking on this play icon.
Okay, so this is a multimedia slide presentation that I created, and this is on Steve Prefontaine. He's actually one of my heroes.
Okay, so we've already
And
heard that, so I'm going to
you
push
see that we have,
pause. And I know that it worked, and the sounds okay. So what do I do next? Well, I give it a title, I give it a name, and we'll just call this Steve. And I think everything looks okay, so I'm going to save or share via screencast.com. Well, I'm interested really in just publishing this, so I'm going to click on share via screencast.com, and it's uploading, and I'm going to get that link very soon. 2.7 megabytes. This recording was a little longer than the one before, so it's taking just a few seconds longer, but not much. Here it goes. I'm going to get that link and click on it. And there it is. Your capture has been sent to the link, and the link is immediately up. Scan down, looks great. There's my play button, and this is what people
okay,
are going
so
to
this
see.
is a multimedia slide
So
presentation
we've
that I
heard that.
created.
Push pause, that stops it. Now I'm done. And I have created a video recording, a screencast, using Jing. It's just that simple.